God save our gracious Queen. Long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our Queen. Out of the huts of history's pain, our ancestors bled and died. But with strength and with power we overcame to restore the Virgin Islands' pride. To preserve the beauty we devised a plan to obtain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. May God richly bless this territory. May we ask three things of thee: courage for all great leaders, that they may rule our destiny. We ask for wisdom for all people, that they may live in harmony, and understanding for all children, that they may cherish this legacy. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant are your hillsides, they replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied.
Lord, you are the creator of this universe. We thank you for helping us to understand that all things were created by you and for you, and in you all things consist. Great are your works, O Lord, studied by all who delight in them. Thank you for giving these students the hearts to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. Thank you for their teachers who continue to invest time and patience in imparting knowledge to them. Thank you for their parents and guardians who make sacrifices so that these students can excel in all their undertakings. We pray your blessings on the coordinators of this exhibition who have given of their time to make this event successful, as well as everyone who will be participating today. We give you all the thanks and the praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Minister of Health, the Honorable Ronnie Skelton. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Marcia Potter. Government of the Virgin Islands, heads of departments, public officers, sponsors, or I should call them partners, the media, well-wishers, and students, good afternoon. It is a hot afternoon, but it is a good afternoon. Welcome once again to the 3rd Annual World Science Day for Peace and Development Competition Awards Ceremony. World Science Day for Peace and Development has its roots in the importance of the role of science and scientists for sustainable development and sustainable societies, and the need to inform and also involve citizens in science. In this sense, World Science Day for Peace and Development would offer an opportunity to show the general public the relevance of science in their lives and to engage them in discussions. Such a venture would also bring a unique perspective to the global search for peace and development. The theme this year is Quality Science Education, Securing a Sustainable Future for All, which is quite fitting this year because we are able to partner with many other organizations who are on board with this thought of educating not only the school-aged, but also the territory. I am delighted that you are able to show your support this afternoon, and I welcome you to the 2014 World Science Day for Peace and Development. UNESCO is an international organization where headquarters is located in Paris, France. It is extremely passionate as it relates particularly to women in science. So it gives me great pleasure to invite the 2012-2013 winner for the World Science Day for Peace and Development, but I'm actually not sure if she's here as yet. Jessica Gordon, are you here? All right. I don't see her there she is. Come on up, Jessica. And she is going to be demonstrating one of her innovative science models from the previous year. She's also going to be telling you a little bit about it.
It is the hurricane-proof turbine, wind turbine, and how it works is that when wind pushes against the turbine, it powers up the generator, which creates electricity.
Thank you, Jessica. Now, we don't have enough wind here. However, if there were very high winds, you would actually be able to see how this project works. Jessica won 2 years in a row, which speaks volumes as to what women in science can do. Boys and girls can do well, though, but I have a feeling that women they're taking over boys. The advancements of science and technology have revolutionized human life, and the two entities have provided great impetus to the computer and the telecommunications industry, where the developments in communication technology have made the world a smaller place. This is why we are grateful that Digicel has agreed to assist the BVI National Commission for UNESCO in propelling this cause. The pleasure is mine to welcome Mr. Kevin Smith, Commercial and Operations Manager of Digicel, to give brief remarks. Mr. Smith?
Digicel is more than happy and more than excited to celebrate World Science Day for Peace and Development. As you know, we're very much supportive of everything extraordinary, and we see this as an extraordinary event, extraordinary young people doing extraordinary things, being creative, and coming up with the next innovative things that the world is going to need to continue to grow and to develop, and particularly here in the British Virgin Islands. As I walk through the exhibition, I've seen a number of inventions in renewable energy, alternative energy. I saw inventions in new types of road systems, and I marveled at the creativity of our young people. I want to just express today that it's important for us as adults, as the young persons that are doing these wonderful things, as the parents, the teachers, that we remember that we have to guard the creativity of our young persons. It's easy sometimes for somebody to come up with a creative and innovative idea and not be fully supported by the people who are receiving it. But I want to say that your presence today shows how much we support the thinking and creativity of our young people, and we are happy as Digicel to be here in support of this wonderful endeavor. We support UNESCO, we support the development in science and advancement of technology. So I say to you this afternoon, thank you for being here. Thanks to all the young people who put their creative geniuses together and created this wonderful exhibition, and continue to be extraordinary. Digicel celebrates you. Thank you.
It is important for us to understand that science and technology are closely associated with our daily lives. There's climate change, telecommunications, the internet, aeronautics, music, engineering, even tie-dye. There's some beautifully done tie-dye shirts under the tent. But what about when something breaks within our household, like the blender, the stove, the refrigerator, the microwave? When it comes to science and technology, we cannot forget the technical industries that have grown tremendously on the account of science and technology. So today we have two students from the Elmore Stout High School who will put together a speaker in 10 minutes or less. The students are a boy and a girl, which I'm excited about. No offense, Shaquille, but I'd now like to welcome Shaquille Baptiste and Keandra Donovan to assemble their speakers.
Okay, the situation is the permanent secretary has to speak in 10 minutes, and she's going to be using these speakers right here. To demonstrate that these speakers are not working, I'm using the same microphone. I'm going to temporarily turn down the GIS sound system. So you have nothing. So the permanent secretary has to speak in 10 minutes. Get these speakers fixed in 10 minutes.
And Mr. Harris is actually holding the speaker because it is extremely heavy. Okay, so they have 10 minutes or less to put it together. Just some important facts. Did you know that Michaela Maduro, an Elmore Stout student, had the #1 CXC score in the Caribbean for 2014 in the area of electronics? Nuclear power provides around 14% of the world's electricity. Nuclear power. Did you know that sound travels 4 times faster in the water than it does in the air? How many of you actually knew that? I see one of our judges knew that, a few students, but not enough of you. It's a race. Who do you think is going to win? Who's going to win? Is it going to be Shaquille or Keandra? It's tight. Okay, Mr. Harris is going to take over and tell us who the winner is.
Okay. All right, so now you see that these speakers are actually now working.
Weeks ago, our Minister of Education and Culture spoke in an early act charter ceremony at the Althea Scatliff Primary School, where he congratulated the Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown for taking up the mantle and being community supporters of the school. He urge the territory publicly that it still takes a community and partnerships to nurture and mold our children into upstanding citizens of this community. Now, unfortunately, the minister is not here to deliver remarks today, but equally busy, we have Dr. Potter, who is the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education and Culture, and I'd now like to invite her to give a few brief remarks on his behalf. Dr. Potter.
Thank you, Dr. Archer. Good afternoon, all. As you just heard, our minister is unavoidably absent, and so I'm representing him this afternoon. But before I even deliver his remarks, Mr. Flax, I saw your face when Alison started talking about the girls. No, I am on your side. So I'm looking out for the boys. Okay? Okay, under the 2014 theme of quality science education securing a sustainable future for all, one would ask the question, what kind of society do we need for a sustainable future? This question is raised every day by a world that is changing rapidly. And in this world of natural disasters, some of them man-made, they remind us of the vulnerability of our communities, the loss of biodiversity, which is increasing at the fastest rate known in geological history, and the pressures of global economic crisis. We cannot deny that science is important and we need to get our act together. For a sustainable future, we must build inclusive and equitable societies which will be sustainable in the long run. Our society must be knowledgeable on emerging challenges and be able to respond with innovative ways to problems. And for this, science must be mobilized. It must be inclusive. Therefore, we need to collaborate to terminate the decline of interest in science. From an early age, our youngest minds, and you saw them parade this afternoon, and some of them are over there. Weren't they beautiful? Our youngest minds must be intrigued with the wonders and mysteries of science, hence promoting an inquisitive spirit that explores, questions, and makes scientific connections with the world they live in. Just last week, I challenged the acting chief education officer to come up with a plan to improve the whole area of science within our education system. However, it is not enough to have science in the school curriculum. We must build a supportive environment by welcoming partnerships, by giving equal access to girls and boys, and by investing in resources where they can take the lead. We must recognize the importance of traditional and indigenous knowledge, while harnessing new information and communication technologies for innovation and creativity. All of this is essential to the promotion of more equitable and inclusive growth and for improving employability and entrepreneurial opportunities and strengthening social resilience and health. Today, on the local observance of World Science Day for Peace and Development, I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the BVI National Commission for UNESCO for their unwavering support to the promotion of science. And I wish you would give a round of applause to Dr. Archer and her team. Time and time again, they bring to the forefront the importance of science and its role in building a stronger community. As always, they continue to partner with the schools and with the private businesses and community in general to ensure this knowledge is circulated and passed on to the present generations. Dr. Archer, to you and your team, I say thank you. I also want to thank the secondary schools for so ably participating in the science competition year after year, and the primary schools for turning out in their numbers this afternoon. Their creativity, dedication, and passion are evident in their skillful creations. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have walked through the breezeway and looked at the exhibition so far. And I think this year Dr. Archer, if I'm correct, is the biggest collection of exhibits for the competition. I also want to recognize the involvement of the private sector, who rose to the challenge to support a worthy cause. And to all involved, especially our major sponsors, Digicel and Island Services, I applaud your acceptance to support this worthy endeavor. And I cannot close without thanking the judges who come out year after year to help us judge these exhibits, and I know the competition was a stiff one this year. So thank you very much for giving of your time. With this kind of continued partnership and the networking, the quest for quality science education will be, to achieve, a sustainable future for this territory will be achieved. I want to thank you all. I want to thank the students for participating. I want to thank the audience for coming out and giving their support. And please do enjoy the remainder of the afternoon. Thank you.
The moment that you have been waiting for has arrived. This was very difficult for the judges this year. We had over 70 entries, and which is amazing. It's amazing when you go up and you have a look at the presentations, and the judges had a difficult time, and it's really about practicality, not the prettiness of or the beauty of one of the models. It's about the practicality. So some students might say, but I think mine should have won. It's really about the practicality and how it works and if it worked. Okay, so we have in first place a computer, a Lenovo computer donated by Nagico. We have Winstar Barry of the Elmore Stout High School. In second place, we have a donation from Digicel. It's a Sapphire tablet. Zanaya Hutchinson. Congratulations. And we have a donation from Harney, Westwood, and Regals. Do we have the representative here? It is an iPad mini. This one goes to Kalian Penn. Okay, so we have a laptop for a little person. Jaden Foy, are you here? First place primary school. Well done. And in second place, we have Chikoy Smith, another little person. In third place, we have a $50 gift certificate for Kaylani Williams. I think I got it. Kaylani Williams. I'd like to call Miss Deanne Parsons up to Dr. Potter. Miss Parsons is a hard working teacher at the Elmore Stout High School, of which most of the entries came from. And Miss Parsons said, you know, I'm going to work really hard in trying to get the students to create these wonderful models. The school is in need of a projector. And we said, okay, we'll see if we can get you a projector. So, Miss Parsons, we're giving you a projector for the school, and we hope that you use it in the science department. Very good. But we're also giving you a printer for the high school as well. The rationale of celebrating a World Science Day for Peace and Development has its roots in the importance of the role in science and scientists for sustainable development in our societies. On that note, I just want to thank God for enabling us to be on the right path in educating our territory in science for a sustainable future. I'd like to thank the Ministry of Education under the leadership of Minister Myron Walwyn, and Permanent Secretary Marcia Potter, Dr. Marcia Potter, and those within her ministry who assisted and supported us. Our partners, who I must name, the Ministry of Education and Culture, Digicel, Infinite Solutions, Nagico Insurance, Island Services BVI Limited, Harney Westwood and Regals, Scotiabank, Burke's Garage Limited, and Massa. Our judges, who were given the mammoth task, we thank you for your kind contribution of time in judging these models. It was extremely difficult this year. We'd like to thank Charlotte McDevitt, Managing Director of Green VI, Henry Creaky, the Deputy General Manager of the BBI Electricity Corporation. We'd like to thank Lynette Lewis, Lecturer at H. Lavity Stout Community College, Ken Geist, Head of the Business Sales Department, Lime BVI, Arlen Gordon, Barrister at Samuel Richards and Company, Dr. Sarita Pemberton, who is a chemistry lecturer at H. Lavity Stout Community College, Dr. Keith Casery, who's a lecturer at the H. Lavity Stout Community College, Angela Burnett Penn, Environmental Officer in Climate Change. We have Winston Wilson, who is an engineer. We also had another person that we asked on the spot. I believe that he is an engineer into greener living, and a paleontologist. Okay, you're gonna have to help me out there. The study of fossil life. There you go, the study of fossil life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to thank a young man by the name of Joshua Lawrence for his fine multimedia presentation. Thank you, Joshua. Joshua learned of the science competition about 3 days ago, and he pulled together a multimedia presentation of which we are grateful. We'd like to thank the Advent Heartbeats directed by Mr. Kyle Moses. Miss Colleen Penn, Information Officer in the Ministry of Education and Culture. GIS, the media, the facilities unit. They are amazing. They really helped us out here today. Thank you, facilities. The H. Lavity Stout Community College students who gave us their Friday afternoon, their Friday, I should say. They have no classes on Friday. Participating schools, teachers, and students, this would have been impossible without you. Our supporters and our well-wishers.